Acor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
One more, Rick.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Brissett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Kill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dennis Houston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Able to find Higgins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
It's Mixon on the counter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bengals had 11-5 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, Burrow trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Brissett sets to throw it. Completed to Hyatt. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brissett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And the tackle there by Jermaine. talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is 2nd and 8. Hyatt goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And that is no good. No good. Line to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. Oh, he's got some breathing. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a wide. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. To a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue.
Me compré un PlayStation en la habitación y he probado a poner aquí la Play y la tengo por Wi-Fi y me va de culo. O sea, me ha empezado a ir bien y a partir de casi final del segundo cuarto es que me va. Todo el rato me sale lo de mensaje de a punto de caerse internet, tal, no sé qué. Creo que si sigue así lo quitamos y te doy la victoria porque ahora mismo es injugable.
To throw, Brissett. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he knocks the ball away and he falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. one touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
No, pero que el caso es... dice que ya de la final, que bueno, el resultado da igual. Y es que me da igual que andar en segundo o tercero, me es diferente. Si el caso es que nada, voy a tener que ponerme un cable aquí de red en mi habitación para empezar los partidos del Madden solo.
There to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Jones. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Nifty move. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him at this point. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
And a ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On third down, Burrow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. The Bengals bring out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you...
And now the rookie's free. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
For baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brissett. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillandale, standing just outside his own goal line. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Brissett now. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the intercept. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 230 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Here we go. Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up third and goal.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
They run for it with Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Giants, they get yet...
Yeah, first off, my name